And good afternoon. Welcome to 3 here again, bringing another review. This time here we're doing with the excuse me, the electric pole saw.
I'm gonna have to rain down a godly fucking firestorm on you.
1.5 peak horsepower. Portland basically is a harbor freight saw. Now, as you'll plainly see on my property, I do have a lot of trees and everything else of that. Now that one actually over the van has been cut back a lot, but that was manually using shears and everything else of that. But I got one that's real, basically by the house, that's basically almost toppling over it, that needs to be cut back. And this one here needs to be shaved back, and plus all the ones along the fence line, and I basically got tired of chopping them by hand. Again, because even far back you can see that I have, the broken air conditioner. I still haven't replaced it yet. Well, I actually replaced it, but I haven't taken it out of it. But even you can see towards the back, you can see that you can see trees way back there that, well, needs Jesus. So, let's open up the harbor freight saw. Let's see what it comes with. Now, I'm doing this one-handed, so forgive me. Hopefully we'll let go. Okay, now just so you'll know, the saw. The saw is as long as the box. So some assembly will be required. Now, before I even unload this like that, I just want to show you, one-handed, you're not using this because literally it's top heavy and everything else of that. So you will need two hands to use this because it is heaviest. My hand is way up here. Let's see if I can get one finger in it. Okay, let's get. The balance point is way back here. So yeah, very heavy. Which hopefully that's a good thing, because you want something that's, well, basically going to be last longer than 5 minutes. Now you can see the stuff is taped to the side right here. I'm going to get you a little closer right here. Okay, now. So it is quite heavy. I want to make sure there's nothing else inside the box. Okay. Now the cord on it is very, very short. It has a little plug keeper on it for that. So, but I was hoping that this cord would be longer. Now, everybody's going to use an extension cord with it. That's just a given. But, sometimes if you want to do something close, without having to, go all the way to if you had an outlet outside that's close and you wanted to use this with it, a good 6-foot cord would have been enough to at least do a little something. So you always will have to use an extension cord with this. Now, as I plainly showed you, it does not come assembled. Let's see if the teeth. Okay, so by the tree itself, if you get stuck onto it and everything else of that, it does have the things that stick onto the tree. Looks like it needs an Allen nut. Hey, baby. Huh? Yeah, we need to find the things for that. So I'm recording things for YouTube. Well, no, unboxing.
Product review.
Product review. That's what we're doing. So the grass needs cutting again, so that it's been raining like hell out here the last couple of days. So
Okay, now it's back on.
Okay. So thank you, my love. You can see this passes on here. But I'm looking for
the instruction manual.
I don't need the instruction manual. If you need an instruction manual how to assemble a saw of this caliber, well, you might need
not to use it.
yeah. I mean, this is quite obvious right here. It's like that you have to undo the Allen bolt. and this is actually metal, so the guard is plastic. I mean, it's not going away. All right. Now, inside of here, you can actually see adjustments. So there's another in the front right here. Gotta get it right here. This is the adjustment for it, so you can actually adjust the tension on the blade, which I'm going to show you right now. But that's what's inside of it. You got to have that inside there. You know, you're going to have a bag that has the chain. Now the chain is well oiled, so it is almost ready to use. The one thing that I don't see that did not come with the unit itself, which makes me sad, Panda, is that it does not come with, which it should. I mean, literally, this is just common sense. It should come with oil. It does not come with the oil. So you're basically, it's like they got, you know, put the oil in, so you run it, but it does not come with oil. So that wish it would have been on the instructions itself, because that's something that you kind of like need in order for the unit to function. But it's fine, as my daughter would say. Okay, that goes on like this. The blade guard. It's got that. Now, if you come in right here, okay, as I was saying, the adjustment screw is right here and everything else of that. This little knot right here goes into the holes that are right there. So you have to actually make this go all the way back to get it inside of it, which is going to be a pain. You have to sit there and do it yourself, you know. Unscrew it till it gets to the point where you can actually use it, everything else of that. Sorry, a little bit too close, my bad. So you just gotta do like this until it gets to that point. Now you know you're in the right spot when you actually be able to sit this on here. Sit it on to, again, it has an adjustment. Again, and you can tell how far back it needs to go, so that it's going to be a fairly far distance where it needs to go to. Unfortunately, my daughter went back inside, so I don't have a camera person, so let me just get this to the point where you can actually hook it up. Nope, still just go back further. Still got to get it further back and like that, so that's the issue that I'm having right now. So I'm just going to sit you right here. Hopefully you can get it can still hear me and see where I'm at. If not, the camera work will have to be adjusted, of course. I'm just going to sit here. Pointing at me, of course. So I just want to get the adjustment in so that at least get to the point where it needs to be. Okay. All right, baby. You'll be back. All right. So I have it into where it needs to be at. Okay. Now, like I said, that adjustment has to go back into where it needs to be at and everything else of that. You're going to have to hold onto the blade. It sits inside of there, and then from there you'll put on the guard to keep it from moving. Then you have to put on the camera work again. Guard goes on. That goes on top of that. Now, one-handed, you thread it in, and again, tighten it down. So, camera work. Tighten it down with the adjustment screw until you have it on there. Yeah, one-handed work. All right. Now, that's how easy it is to assemble. I mean, literally, I'm doing camera work and it's doing it with one hand. So, yeah. Now, see how loose this is? have to go in. I'm going to push this down to here. Because again, the tension screw for it is at the bottom. Otherwise, I wish I can get that clearer. There we go. The tension screw is down here. You want to tighten this screw up until it actually is tight. So the blade will actually rest and actually follow the guide the way it's supposed to. It'll get tight almost instantly if you don't have it right. So you have to watch out and make sure that your blade is actually inside of the sleeve. See how loose that is? So it will try to pop out as soon as it possibly can. Again, you can do this, you're doing this by hand, so it's not that big of a deal. You got that inside of there. You just want to make sure that you have it in as best you can before you tighten it. And basically that's it. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so again, the tension you want to look at the chain. See how the deflection is with me pulling? It's just enough that it won't come out. So it's got to be able to move freely around so that, but you don't want it to come out of the thing. And again, another thing it comes with, which is great, it does come with a guard. Unfortunately, the guard just slips on and off easily, and so that it doesn't have a thing where you can lock it in, which unfortunately that's a bad thing for that. But again, then after you got it where you want it to, you want to tighten it down. You want to make sure that this is tight because you don't want it to come loose, but don't go hurt and try to break it off, tighten it. Okay, you just want to make sure your chain tension is set all the way around. You want to make sure you rotate it. You want to make sure it can rotate. You want to make sure it rotates easily. Now, right here, tells you minimum, maximum. Let's open the cap. Now, it might have oil in it, and it might be just clear. Or, nope, it has no oil inside of it. Literally, you can check and make sure. That's the first thing you do. So do not operate the saw without making sure that it has oil inside of it. Now, the type of oil that it comes with. Now, again, comes with a manual. The only thing you need the manual for is to find out what oil you need in the saw. Which, again, I wish it actually came with the oil, so that way there you're putting the right oil inside of it. And second page, it says, bar chain oil sold separately. If not available, you can use 30-weight motor oil can be used. So, if you don't have any chain oil, you can use 30-weight motor oil. That will get you to where you need to be and everything else of that. And then from there, you can run this beast. Again, let's get it back clear. Then from there, you can run this beast. So, next thing I got to do is get some oil for it. Now, I just want to show you how tall it is. Okay. Let's look. Yeah, very tall. That's when it first starts out. It does telescope. Meaning you turn this right here to the unlock position. Again, I'm doing it with one hand, so I might not be able to turn it as well as need to. There you go. And that seems to be stuck. All right. Maximum teleportation. Lock it back down. And yes, you can reach some awful higher spots. Again, adding in your own height to it and everything else to that, to what the telescope is for that. I mean, this is just me holding it up. No problem to get high spots. Let's go to the building, to the house, to the homestead. Okay. This is me holding it with one hand, just trying to balance it and everything else of that. And you can see that I can reach all the way up to here with no problem. And my house is off the ground about 3 feet. So, will it be any good? Okay, I just want to give you a quick review on the sword. I basically use it after this unboxing and everything else of that, and I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. And the reason I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 because it's a bit underpowered. It had trouble cutting anything over, I would say, about a half an inch. It wouldn't do very well. Anything that's like a 1/4 inch or below, it cut through no problem at all. But anything larger than that, and you know, cutting through palm trees and everything else of that, which I would thought it would be easy to cut through and everything else of that, it had a big problem trying to cut through that because of the way it's the threads on and everything else of that. So for light duty, it would be great and everything else of that. But for anything that's extensive, I would figure that it just doesn't cut the mustard in that point there. So is it a good buy and everything else of that? If you get it on sale at with the 25% off coupon, great. But if it's full price and everything else of that, I would do a pass on this one here. And for that, again, it's after a 1/4 inch, it works well, but anything like I said near a half inch thick, it doesn't work well. Well, this is my review on this and everything else. This is Warp 103 saying warp out, have fun. We'll catch you on the next part of the review. Hit the like, subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. Until then, catch you later.